Good afternoon and live from Texas, this is The Will Cain Show. We start today with the curious case of Jeffrey Epstein. The big question everyone else is asking, will Congress vote to release the Epstein files? Ahead of that vote tomorrow, though, today, we are pouring through everything there is on the Epstein story right now. We went through emails and congressional hearings, piecing all this together for you to make it all make sense. And just in the last hour, President Trump once again addressing the Epstein files, saying, go ahead, Democrats, release the files.
We have nothing to do with Epstein. The Democrats do. All of his friends were Democrats. You look at this Reid Hoffman, you look at Larry Summers, Bill Clinton, they went to his island all the time, and many others, they're all Democrats. All I want is for people to recognize the great job that I've done on pricing, on affordability, because we brought prices way down, but they're going way lower, on energy, on ending 8 wars and another one coming pretty soon, I believe. We've done a great job. And I hate to see that deflect from the great job we've done. So I'm all for it.
For the past 10 months, the Democrats have demanded the release of the Epstein files. If you went to social media and you clicked on a story about, say, an alien invasion, a warship hovering over New York City, the first comment might read, release the Epstein files. It's a curiosity developed simply and neatly just over the last 12 months. And if you take this story in pieces on other networks, what you might hear is that Trump is referenced 1,000 times by Jeffrey Epstein. But you won't hear the rest of the story when it comes to Jeffrey Epstein. We expect, by the way, the House to take up President Trump on that vote tomorrow. And Democrats, as mentioned, are ready. They are drumming up the drama.
The question that's out there, why wouldn't they have been released the last 4 years when President Biden was in office?
Well, that's the question every American is asking. Not every American, but so many Americans are asking. What the hell is he hiding?
Well, that is the question that you just did not answer, Senator Schumer. Why was this obsession with Epstein seemingly dropped in your lap out of nowhere? Where was this curiosity and this obsession where you were in power and Joe Biden was in power for 4 years? You've conveniently ignored the terrible things about Jeffrey Epstein that have been out there for years. Most notably, his guilty plea for soliciting prostitution from an underage girl in 2008. It's almost comical, and not unlike this bit of comedy from writer Jim Downey.
Jeffrey Epstein.
I see it.
No one, criticizes him, and yet.
Oh, wait a minute. Much has been said about Jeffrey Epstein. Terrible things.
No, Jeff. I'm talking about Jeff Epstein, the New York financier.
Yes, we're talking about the same Jeff Epstein. No. Oh, it was a big story in the news. Huge.
No.
Yes, for you to say no one ever
Jeff
said.
Epstein.
Yes.
Jeff Epstein.
Yes, the financier.
With the island.
Yes, he had an island that I've never been to.
Yeah.
Epstein's circle was full of powerful friends who normalized him. And as pointed out by The Guardian, long after his conviction for sexual offenses, businessmen, academics, journalists, politicians, and royals sought his ear. So while everyone else wants to know when and how the House will vote, the question I think we have today is why? Why did so many world leaders, left and right, why did so many powerful people from every industry turn for advice to Jeffrey Epstein? Whatever the answer, Democrats have quite a documented history corresponding with Epstein. Here's some examples from The Guardian. Larry Summers, Treasury Secretary under Bill Clinton and former president of Harvard, discussed his interactions with a woman, and Epstein offered coaching in his response. He wrote, "You reacted well. Annoyed shows caring. No whining showed strength." In another email, Summers opined, "I'm trying to figure out why American elite think if you murder your baby by beating an abandonment, it must be irrelevant to your admission to Harvard. But hit on a few women 10 years ago and can't work at a network or think tank." He implores Epstein, do not repeat this insight. And then there's Catherine Rumler, a former White House counsel under Barack Obama, who sent a message to Epstein calling Trump, quote, so gross. A portion of that message was redacted, but Epstein replied, worse in real life, end up close. Epstein was obsessed with Trump. The reason he's mentioned so many times in the emails is Epstein was focused on Trump, and he connected with people all over the landscape about Trump. There were also powerful conservatives in his orbit. Quote, in several messages in 2018, he advised longtime Trump ally Steve Bannon on his political tour of Europe. Epstein continued in a follow-up email, there are many leaders of countries we can organize for you to have one-on-ones with. Bannon replied, agree 100%. How do I do that? And as recent as 2019, Epstein was, and this is incredible, feeding questions to Virgin Island delegate Stacey Plaskett. In fact, let's dive into their correspondence over at The Wall. This was compiled very well by the Washington Post. On a morning of a hearing where the House was questioning Michael Cohen, Plaskett was communicating with Jeffrey Epstein. To be clear, this is years and years after he was convicted in 2008 of soliciting a minor. Plaskett was texting with Epstein that morning, the morning of the hearing that was aired on C-SPAN. She texted with Epstein, he'll talk about his grades. Epstein responded, what privilege stands behind the non-release of college transcripts? He then says, great outfit. You look great. All caps. Plaskett replied, thanks. It goes on. At 10:41 a.m., Epstein, ever the weirdo, texts her, are you chewing? Plaskett responds, not anymore. Chewing interiors of my mouth, bad habit from middle school. Then Epstein asks when Plaskett's turn for questioning Cohen will come up. And she replies, hours, go to other meetings. But then we get to the meeting. Then we get to her turn. Then we get to the questioning of Cohen. And Epstein tells her, Cohen brought up Rona, keeper of secrets. Plaskett doesn't know who Rona is. You don't know who Rona is. And Rona's in all caps. So Plaskett responds at 2:25 p.m., Rona? Then she says, quick, I'm up next. Is that an acronym? Then finally Epstein responds, that's his assistant. Now listen, this is all of how it played out on text exchange. Now I want to show you the video from a C-SPAN airing. These are time-stamped. So is the C-SPAN time-stamping of that congressional hearing. And you'll see Plaskett look down at her phone as these texts come in and change her questioning, including not knowing the last name of Rona, who she ends up asking about to Cohen.
Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Who are those individuals? As Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his, and she's involved in a lot.
Time-stamped right there. In that moment, another text from Epstein. What does he tell Plaskett? Good job. Most recently, staff at the Texas federal prison camp housing Epstein associate Ghislaine Maxwell, well, they've been fired for leaking emails between Maxwell and one of her lawyers. Who did they leak them to? Maryland Democrat Jamie Raskin, in which she described the cushy conditions there. This is from the New York Post. The emails from Maxwell, 63, were published by NBC News November 8th. The following Monday, Raskin fired off a letter to President Trump claiming that a whistleblower had told Maxwell that he was preparing a commutation application for your administration to review, undoubtedly coming to you for direct consideration. You see, the great irony here is that as Democrats try to draw a connection between Epstein and Donald Trump, they keep linking themselves to Epstein instead. And while another reality reveals itself, Epstein had quite the resentment, of course, toward President Trump.
The dog that hasn't barked is Trump. What do you think he's referring to?
Well, I think Jeffrey Epstein is referring to the fact that he believes that Donald Trump talked to Michael Reiter, who was the Palm Beach police chief in 2004, and began the first investigation into Jeffrey Epstein. I suspect that Jeffrey Epstein, in his conversation or email with Maxwell, was saying he was 75% there, believing that Trump might have been the whistleblower at the time.
Trump might have been the whistleblower, leading to this obsession Epstein had with Trump.
Want even more Fox News on YouTube? Become a Fox News Patriot today. Click join to find out how.